What's up, my friends? Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to serve anyone who's looking to level up from their current situation. This show is dedicated to helping raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts out there, those who want more out of life, those who want to do more, those who want to be more, those who love the thrill, the joy, and the connection of what these high performance engines bring into our lives. Because holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good freaking person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Man, today we're going to be talking about honoring those who served and lost their lives defending our country. Like all the members of America's military services, those who paid the cost, the ultimate cost, so that we could have a better tomorrow. Because the reality is that freedom isn't free. And that's a statement that I hope none of us ever forget. Like while putting together this episode, I actually dove down deep into the history behind Memorial Day. And I wanted to share this with you just in case you didn't know, because I didn't know that it was actually a different date than what it is now. Like from 1986 to 1970, it was actually observed on May 30th and not the last Monday of May. So it was first initiated on May 30th, 1868. And back then it was known as the Decoration Day. And it was known that because it originated with the idea of strewing the graves of Civil War soldiers with flowers. Like the holiday was proclaimed by Commander-in-Chief John A. Logan of the Grand Army of the Republic to honor the Union soldiers who had died in the Civil War. And it got official recognition as a holiday, started spreading among the states, and it began with New York in 1873. And then by 1890, every Union state had adopted it. The World Wars turned it into a day of remembrance for all the members of the U.S. military who fought and died in service. And then by 1971, that's when Congress actually standardized the holiday as Memorial Day and changed this observation date to the last Monday in May. And so I didn't know that, and I wanted to share that with you because as I was diving in and researching and see what we could do to be able to honor and mourn our soldiers, I wanted to share that good piece of information. And so it's a must that we say thank you. Thank you to all the brave men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Let us remember those who courageously gave their lives. Let us never forget or take that for granted, ever. Now here's some shit that really just puts things in perspective about the sad truth and just how sad and how soft society gets when we forget about our country's history. Can you believe that back then, men used to lie about their age just so they could go and defend our country? Boys were dying to prove themselves as men, so they could go to war, so they could help support our country, so that they could go fight for what is ours. And the sad part is that nowadays, it seems like men lie about their age just so they can go cut off their dicks and change their sex. That's fucking disgusting. And yeah, I said it, and I'll fucking say it again. I don't give a fuck. The sad part is that nowadays it seems like men lie about their age just so they can go cut off their dicks and change their sex. That's some fucking sad ass shit right there. That's some disgusting shit. That's if that shit doesn't put things into perspective about how we, the people, are being slowly indoctrinated so that we don't fight for what is ours, then I don't know what will. They've taken the national anthem away from our schools. The kids don't sing that anymore. When I was in school, I remember we would sing that every single morning. Now they forbid you to talk about the Bible, let alone to say in God we trust. And they're more interested in teaching our youth, the little kids in our schools, about sex rather than morals and principles. Like, they don't want us to know about the history of our past brothers and sisters, of what they had to go through just so that we can live here today in this so-called land of the free. It's like days like today when we must remember what this country's true core is all about. It's days like today when we must not only honor but mourn all the people who went to war and gave their lives so that we can live how we live. Like, let's use today to count our blessings and to stand proud and waving our American flag high in the sky, man. Like, today we express our gratitude for our fallen heroes. Today we honor those who have made the greatest sacrifice. May we never forget that freedom isn't free. We might not know them all, but we owe every single one of them. Like, our flag doesn't fly because the wind moves it. Our flag flies because the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. I saw that quote on there and I wanted to put it. We come not to mourn our dead heroes, but to praise them. Like, home of the free because of the brave. We stand tall for the flag, but we kneel for the fallen. And as the saying goes, death leaves us a heartache that no one can heal. Love leaves a memory that no one can steal. The concepts of sacrifice and service are ones that should be part of all our core values. They really are. And today we are specifically remembering all the fallen soldiers, but that statement really applies to all of our personal and professional lives. Like, all these soldiers had extraordinary resilience to be able to go do what they did. Like, just imagine all the challenges that they had to go through, that they had to overcome just to go do all that stuff. Like that's why it's important for all of us to build strong, supportive relationships with one another. And remember what John F. Kennedy said, like, my fellow Americans, ask not what our country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Like, commitment and dedication, just like all these soldiers had, is what will help us, is what's going to help us rise to the fucking top. My friends, let's continue becoming the best version of ourselves. Like, build yourself up, become mentally tough, become physically strong, work on yourself like never before, because personal excellence is really the true rebellion. Like, pay attention what they're trying to brainwash us with. Let's stand tall, let's come together, and let's unite as one, my friends. Just like the soldiers do, let's learn to stay focused and calm under pressure. Let's become people who don't back down when the going gets tough. People who are willing to do whatever it takes to win the internal war that many of us actually are going through, like inside our minds, inside our hearts, and inside our souls. There's no better time than now. Use today to take a step back and remember those who have played a significant part in creating the lives that we enjoy today. Like, use the legacy of our fallen heroes as motivation. Use it as inspiration, and use it as fuel to empower yourself to strive for excellence. May all the brave men and women who went to battle live forever with honor. My friends, from my family to yours, wishing you a meaningful Memorial Day. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling out all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's prove to the world that we're some badass motherfuckers. Those of you who made it to the end of the episode, I want to say that you got yourself a win, man. And I truly appreciate you for investing your valuable time into the Live Wide Open podcast. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others improve is the mission that God has tasked us with. We are driven individuals. We're working on breaking the fucking stereotype, and we're working on becoming the best that we can be. Join me on this journey while we help as many motorsport enthusiasts as possible to create the best lives that we can imagine. Bro, and you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you, hit that fucking subscribe button so you never miss another episode. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is Wide Open Randy. And if you felt any connection to today's message, I sincerely ask that you please share this on your stories, because those are the actions that really get more people to hear and to see this podcast. And ultimately, those are the actions that really just help us spread the message. I'll catch up with you guys on the next episode, but till then, live your life wide open, my friends. Peace.